Hey guys, Josh here from Action Fitness Nutrition. Today what we're going to cover is, do lifting weights make women bulky? So really good question I got asked by one of my clients, that she's got a lot of people asking her as she's doing her resistance training, is extra protein intake, lifting all those heavy weights, is it going to make you, bulky? So we sort of just want to quickly go into the science of that. So the quick answer is no, of course it doesn't make you bulky. So what a muscle can do is it can do three things. So it can increase in size, which is hypertrophy. It can decrease in size, which is when we don't get enough protein intake or we don't resistance train enough, or it can stay the same. So the problem with a lot of women is they think that obviously when they lose body fat, if they're training as well and they're keeping a higher protein intake and things like that, they think they're going to blow up and look like those sort of bodybuilders they see in the magazines, which is just not true. The level of testosterone compared to men and women is going to be really, really different. Obviously women have a lot less, a lot more estrogen, etc. So as a result, they're just going to find a much harder time building muscle as opposed to a male. In saying that as well, we obviously do want to build some muscle in any woman. We want to build muscle to make them strong, make their bones and muscles nice and strong. So again, we can still achieve that look that a lot of people go in for, that tone, and that's the sort of look you want, where basically all you're doing is your resistance training, you're actually gaining and building a lot of lean muscle, and then you're stripping away that body fat. So let's just say for yourself, you're a woman, you're 10 kilos overweight, you want to drop a few kilos. What I would suggest first is obviously getting into some resistance training. 3 to 5 times a week would really be ideal with a structured program, and then obviously accompanying that with a nutritional approach, which is getting your protein up at least a gram per kilo of body weight, all the way up to 2-3. I'd ideally like to aim for probably 1.5 if we're resistance training as a minimum. And then going from there, you will find by actually dropping weight and then resistance training, that's when that sort of shape and that tone will start to come out, as opposed to if your protein was really low and you weren't resistance training, you're doing maybe just a lot more cardio work and you were in that deficit, you'll find you'll obviously drop the weight as well. But when you get to that position of, where you feel comfortable with your body composition, or in skinnier, that's when potentially you might look at yourself and be like, oh, I'm actually not quite happy with, I want a bit more muscle around my glutes or my shoulders, or I just don't look like I thought I'd look after losing this weight or anything like that. So really, really important for women. Again, resistance training, number one, have a structured program. 3 to 5 times a week is going to be optimal. Number two, pair that with a nutritional approach. Again, don't be scared of protein, and don't be scared of having phases where you're actually going to look to grow muscle or sit at maintenance. So a lot of people, especially women, getting really scared of that, and we want to sort of take that away. Understand that if we're going into phases, like some of my clients we'll be in deficit phases, and then we'll be like, okay, we'll be in a maintenance phase. So a maintenance phase isn't just maintaining, that's where feeding you enough calories so you can go and push really hard in the gym and you still get body composition results out of that. If someone's really looking to build, we might take 3, 4, 5, 6 months to be like, okay, we're going to build these calories up. Of course, there's going to be a little body fat that's going to come along with the ride. But the main thing we want to focus on is, once that body fat is then stripped away, say 6, 8, 9 months down the track, we're going to reveal all that hard-earned muscle that we've built. Your body's composition is going to be a lot better, and you're going to be a lot happier with your results, and you'll be able to sustain that for the long term. If you guys got any other questions on women making you bulky, pop in the comments below and we'll be able to help you out. Cheers.